because it's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they come into this one 0-6 on the year, and really it's sort of just been one thing after another.
Coupled with they don't start very fast. The first quarter's really been an issue for them. They've got to learn to get out of the gates quicker in order to try and win some games.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off play action. Fredrick forced out to his left. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He got 29 yards that time. Well, Charles, it's always contentious division rivalry, even a little spicier than we're used to. The well-documented war of words on social media between two of the top players on these teams has really added a layer of intrigue.
You're absolutely right, partner, because this social media beef that kicked things off, it spilled over into the midweek press conferences. It's dominated what people have talked about around this game. For most people, they think this is ridiculous, maybe even a little childish. But let's go back to when we were younger. This was just what we called bulletin board material. And this stuff has made this game the most talked about regular season matchup I can remember. So no complaints from me. I doubt there are any complaints from you. We can't wait to see how this plays out on the field. And that's the thing to remember here. The player with the bragging rights will not be who gets the most post-game likes on social media. It's going to be whose team wins the ball game in this contest.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake, Fredrick. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Josh Gordon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out now come the Patriots as they are led out by their quarterback, a former MVP of the National Football League back in 2015, Cam Newton. Sony Michel, his first carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
12 yards there and a first down. The numbers for Conley a week ago: 4 catches, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line.
Complete.
The end result, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, here's Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing again is Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. To the air again, Newton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Chris Conley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense. With 2 guys going up for the football, which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt. The will, as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. Extra point forthcoming.
For the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Returnable here for Davis. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself,
On 1st and 10, Fredrick. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll roll him out right. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So as this offense gets settled in, a game like this, how important do you think it will be for both of these teams to maintain their composure?
Well, I think that the good news is that this is a physical, emotional game. And look, if they can find a way to harness that intense energy, it can end up being beneficial for both teams. But what both of them have to realize, and especially this quarterback, the objective is still just to win the game. It's not to outshine the other guy or go at him with any more or less than is normal. Go play the game, go win the game.
So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Scoring summary. 3-play drive. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the table and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Now the ball comes loose, and it's scooped up by the Jets, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Recovering by
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
down and sacked.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. 2nd and 4. As they've got work to do here after the sack. From the gun, Fredrick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Sliding out of the pocket. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Operating from the gun, Fredrick toward the pylon, caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown.
3-7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Thomas. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
At the 33-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Newton firing quickly here, and that's complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Chris Conley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the 1st quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway, essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down, because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And it's been a good game for him to this point, Charles. They're winning on the scoreboard. They got to be feeling pretty good.
And it's always fun for them when they're not just winning on the scoreboard, but they're contributing in a big way. You see him throwing touchdown passes, watching this video here. It's got to be a fun time for him and a relaxed time, because nothing is pressing.
Relaxed. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Man, they got to let him play.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still 1st down.
From the gun, Fredrick. Caught left side by Funchess. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off play action. Fredrick rolling to his left. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Operating from the gun, Fredrick. Looking left side, and it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. And that pass puts him up over 200 yards already here in the first.
And what it also does is it allows the offensive coordinator to be not selective anymore, but a little looser, right? You're feeling good about things. Accurate, balls being completed, yardage is being gained. Go ahead and keep taking shots. The whole team has confidence now.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Patriots' 3-yard line.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Devin Funchess, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over.
Previous play is under review.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
The kicker on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
New England trying to get to place on offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, like you're just
Now Newton on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Rolling to his right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A play fake to Michel, now Newton. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, Michel. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
7th play in the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Newton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Conley doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Patriots are back within a score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Point after, right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Returnable here for Davis. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. At their own.
New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that.
throwing on first down. Fredrick. Crowder's got it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fredrick. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Emmanuel Agba that time, able to drop him for a loss.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Right there, 54.
From the gun, Fredrick flushed out right, able to get this to Gordon. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. Sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Operating from the gun, Fredrick. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, Fredrick. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Fredrick flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On is the punt. Man, as he boots this one away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do?
Ready? Get it. Here we go. Keep getting the field. 50 seconds to go.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. Pushing his way through. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, they run with Michel. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
It's 2nd and inches.
Stidham will hand here to Michel. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Sony Michel on the carry.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Patriots 21.
On 1st down, Michel, and a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Holding offense.
Oh, man. Can't do that.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
A throw over the middle taken in. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
Complete to Jeff Thomas.
2nd down, Stidham to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
New England.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. His pass caught at the 4. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. And they will run it with Michel. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Michel going to try again. And he is in. Touchdown, New England.
On the carry.
Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too, because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Rohrwasser now for the point after. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. New York ready to go again offensively. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football.
first down. Fredrick. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Devin Funches. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28. shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So the Patriots coming out now. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jabari Zuniga. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability.
To try again after the sack. Newton, his throw incomplete. The intended receiver, Sony Michel, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long, it's Newton. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
On 1st and 10, Newton throwing middle, and it's complete. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars. He was...
Newton on 1st down. And he's going to keep it here. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll run on first down. Michelle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Operating from the gun. Newton. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Jeff Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Rohrwasser on for the PAT. And things are getting good now. We're heating up, tied at 35. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it ends with a New England touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Returnable here for Davis. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. From the gun, Fredrick being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Buying time to his left. He's going to go deep for... He's got a man, complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 47 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Fredrick dancing to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kyle Duggar In there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Back at the 40-40.
These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Patriots send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over and hoping to do better than they did their last. Off the play fake. Fredrick on the move to his
Patriots
left.
sucks.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Fredrick. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Shane sucks, LOL.
Take it in for a Jets touchdown. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns, and the Jets are going to take the lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. And his kick is good. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tiny 2-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one.
Play a real game.
Away and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Patriots ready to try again on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something. Now a first down throw for Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And it's a touchdown for the Jets.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point.
Delayed game, offense.
And that'll set him back 5. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. Lead is up to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At at their own 25-yard line.
And now out come the Patriots. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked.
They begin with Michel on the ground. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the ground is Michel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Newton over the middle. Open is Thomas. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton, that's out to his running back, Michel. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Michel. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30.
From the gun, Newton over the middle. It's Thomas. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Damian Harris, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Marcus May.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw, Newton. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Jets' 3-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton eluding, and he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
Touchdown.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Justin Rohrwasser now for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the final piece to the puzzle was the Cam Newton touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Returnable here for Davis. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
From the return, the Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
And New York set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for it.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 1st and 10, Fredrick going deep now for Herndon, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
He was covered by Stephon.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Delay of game, offense.
I told you to do that.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they face a 3rd and 15 here following the delay of game. Here's Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Fredrick. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Devin Funchess on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all...